Well, now I got a different title. So I'm going to be principal for the day, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
You have to bring a different mentality to this than on the football field, right? You're not the bone crusher at Maplewood.
Well, you know what? The hammer will come down if somebody get out of control. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Got to learn how to control the emotions today. Got to remember paddling is not acceptable anymore. So it's going to be a fun day.
What's life for Bernard been like since you haven't been playing, putting the pads on?
Well, you know what? It's been business, and I think that's one of the biggest things where so many football players they're transitioning out of the league and moving to life. And for a lot of football players, we're behind the eight ball because we've been playing a game for 10 years, and so now we got to come back and get the business going, network, and I've been doing that, and it's been a lot of fun for me.
Are you doing like consulting for high school athletes, or what are you doing?
So actually, it's called My Pro Scout. So what we do, we evaluate high school football players. We identify the strengths and weaknesses of their game. We write up an evaluation for them, and we all of that goes to the colleges, and we give them their best fit. So whatever skill set, whatever division their skill set best fits, that's what we go after, and we attack that division for them.
So you miss the game, especially on a Monday night when the Titans are in action?
You know what? No, I don't miss the game. My body, every time I wake up, I feel a little bit better to be able to walk. And it's been, the game has been good to me. It's been a blessing to be able to play it. At the same time, to be able to spend that time with your family, to be able to travel and do different things. It's a lot of fun. It's taught me a lot, but at the same time, it's time to relax a little bit.
But you still keep your tabs on what's going on.
Oh yeah, got to. It's a must. As I watch football, want the verbiage, the terminology. Want to continue to see the movements. Obviously, with my business, want to continue to have that football eye, just to see different things, to be able to explain it, to understand it. And so I definitely keep my eye on the screen.
What do you make of the climate in the league right now?
It's different. It really is. It's different. It's an offensive game. It's more offensive now, and it's been offensive, since the beginning of the game. But it's more of an offensive game where the penalties obviously is going towards the offensive way. They don't want the hits. I don't agree with a lot of the rules. So I'll hold that for another time. But nevertheless, I think when you look at the NFL, it's a great game. It's been great to a lot of men. But the game is it's taking a big hit right now.
We'll say it's not made for sissies now.
So then, what are you hoping the kids get out of seeing you today, learning about you?
Well, you know what? We're going to do this Q&A, and I'm walking the halls. I'm waiting till I got to bring the hammer down on somebody. But I think just getting a chance to be able to encourage these kids, to get opportunity to be able to get close to them, to be able to talk and to understand where they're coming from. I already know they're going to ask all kind of crazy questions, but it's going to be fun to be able to answer and to get some good dialogue going.
So then, one sports question here, because I think Ross basically covered it.
Yeah.
No plans on going back into the league?
Nah, no plans. My body feels kind of good. It feels good. I still have my aches and my pains. I stay in shape. But right now I'm kind of relaxing a little bit. I'm 32. I'm still young. I'm old football years, but I'm still young. We'll see.
When talking about the climate, you see the players using their stature to express their views on things.
Right.
What do you think about that?
Freedom of speech. These players, regardless of if people understand, regardless if people agree with it or not, players are entitled to what they want to do as far as protesting or not. I will do it. I will do things a little different, but that's what they want to do. I feel players need to articulate what's going on better. Not just sit down, and because that's why the narrative can change. And as we see, the narrative has changed. Now it's about a flag, and what it never was about a flag. So I honestly believe that we need to do a better job of teaching the players on how to articulate these things, to talk about the injustices and everything else. We got to do a better job because it's getting lost right now.
Yeah, because I'm sure guys did certain things when you were playing.
Right.
That it was just a different time and a different way.
Right.
So is it just kind of the way things evolve?
Well, you know what? It's one of those things, and I don't want to. I don't want to sound like what they're doing is wrong. You know, I just feel like the narrative has changed because they're not articulating why. It's not enough players articulating why. So you're letting one or two guys say something when, at the end of the day, once that game is over with, you need to talk about why you knelt. You know, if you're kneeling, why did you kneel? And if you didn't kneel, talk about the injustices so people can understand. Because right now, people can turn it to you disrespecting the flag because you're not saying anything else. So after the game, everybody can run with what they want to run with. So everybody's turning to the flag because you're doing it at a moment when the flag is supposed to be honored. So I just truly believe that we need to do some things different. But I'm not saying that I disagree with the protests. I just think we probably we need to talk a little more about what's going on for the protests.
Last question I have is, Purdue guy.
Yeah.
What do you think of the resurgence, the Jeff Brom era of Purdue football?
Coach Brom has done a great job. Offensively, you can see that they're moving the ball. We got to work out some kinks. We're getting stuck. We're putting ourselves in certain situations offensively. Defensively, we got co-D coordinators. I don't know. It didn't work. It doesn't work in the NFL. Didn't work with a team that I was on in the NFL. It's hard to do when you got two different guys trying to lead a defense. You got two different. I'm not going to say two different terminologies, but that's tough. One guy needs to grab hold and take over the reins. But I'm hoping they go ahead and turn that corner. I think we're a couple years out. We'll see.